Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream here from the Project Management PrepCast. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Cornelius Fichtner, and I have been a PMP instructor since about 2005, 2006. And our primary focus today, our primary discussion here is going to be about the PMP exam. I'm going to help you understand a few things. I'm going to be talking about a discount coupon. I'm going to be talking about an upcoming class that we have. And most importantly, I want to answer the question that is on everybody's mind. How do I know if if I'm ready to take the PMP exam? I've studied so much. Is it enough? Can I go? But before we do that, let me just explain what those sticky notes are behind me here. All right. So the pink ones that you see here and the yellow one, that is the table of contents for today. And the blue ones, over here, not this way. Okay, the blue ones over here, that's for next week's session. All right. And why do I have a pink one, mostly pink, and one yellow one? Well, that has to do with the fact that we had a little bit of a scheduling mishap here today. Yes. Have you ever, gotten in touch with a plumber and said, well, I have a plumbing issue, please stop by. And then they send you a message saying, our technician will be there tomorrow from 6 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Something similar happened to us. We originally scheduled this meeting here for today at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which makes it 7 o'clock Pacific, but it was actually supposed to be at 7 o'clock Pacific, which is 1 o'clock Eastern. And I'm glad that everybody is here. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here. All right. I've already got my first private chat message. You are live on Facebook. Okay. Facebook just told me that I'm live on Facebook. That is very good to know. All right. Well, let's get started here. And the first thing that I would like to tell you is an official announcement that our company, OSP International, has been accepted as a PMI authorized training partner. Now, let me share my screen here. I got two screens here. Let me share my screen with you. One moment. This is it here. There we go. Wait, I'm going to make myself smaller. There we are. All right. So yes, as you can see, this is our official PMI badge from the Project Management Institute. We are now an authorized training partner. What does that mean? That means that at the end of this year, at the end of 2020, the Registered Education Provider Program, the REP program that you may have heard of before, is going away and is going to be replaced with the Authorized Training Partner Program. We were accepted in the program about two and a half months ago, and since then we are building up to the 2021 exam. So if you are looking for training either this year or next year, make sure that you are this year going with somebody who is a registered education provider, and next year make sure they display this icon here on their website, like we will be hopefully within a month or so. There's a lot to change on the website in order to get everything ready for that. And talking about getting ready, the big question that a lot of people always have is this here: am I ready to take the PMP exam? And for this, I'm going to switch over here to the PrepCast website. In particular, I want to launch the PMP exam simulator because I can tell you statistically whether or not you are ready to take the PMP exam. So if you don't know, our exam simulator is here at pmexamsimulator.com. That's where you can get access to the simulator. Here we go. All right, we already have 21 comments coming in. All right, these are all just people saying that they are watching us. Good, okay. All right. Of course, I am now logged in as an instructor, which is a bad thing to do because I need to be logged in as a student. All right, so let me log out. Let me return to the login page here. And yes, we are having a maintenance on the website tonight. We are releasing a lot of new features for the here we go. The demo user is what I need. We're releasing a lot of features for the upcoming 6.1 exam, and we're also going to be changing the welcome page here. It's going to be structured a lot better. That will happen. So over the coming days. This is our PMP exam simulator. And how can I tell you whether or not you are ready to take the PMP exam? Well, once you have taken a few exams, you will have, your latest results here on the right, and then you can simply go into My Statistics, okay? This opens up the Statistics tab in a new window. And after some time here, we're also working on getting faster and bigger servers. So this is actually not taking this long. You will then be able to see here where you are in total, okay? So currently I am at 0%. My chances, my theoretical chances of passing the PMP exam are probably pretty low, okay? But let's say it tells you that, hey, you have 76% here. What does that mean? Is that good enough or is that not good enough for the exam? Well, click here on the exam feedback tab. Might want to make this a little bit bigger here. Let me zoom in so you can see this bigger. I'm also going to go full screen here for us just a second so you can really see this well. Okay, so this is the exam feedback tab, okay? And on here, you can see that if a student generally answers questions in our simulator between 70 to 80% correct, that means they have a chance, an 88% chance of passing their PMP exam on their first attempt. The second attempt, 9%, and the third attempt is 1%. Where do these numbers come from? These are actual results from students. So once a student's exam simulator account expires, our system sends them an email and says, hey, did you pass? Did you pass on your first, second, or third attempt? And this is then anonymized and aggregated. And so we know, that students who are falling into this category here, 88% chance of passing the exam on their first try. If you are even higher, if you are between 80 and 90%, then your chance of passing is 94%. And this is really the area where you want to be. You want to be somewhere between 70 and 90%. If you look down here, please ignore this number right here. It is extremely hard for somebody to fall into this category here. I mean, having 90 to 100% of the answers correct in the exam simulator, that's terribly hard, okay? That's very, very hard to do. And then only, so that's like, 20 people maybe, right, in total? And then out of 20 people, 10 report back, right? So these numbers here, they are statistically insignificant because the cohort, the number of people who have reported back is so low. Okay, but where you want to be is we recommend try to shoot for about 75%. Okay, that's the idea right there. Okay, do we have any questions? Will these statistics? Let me bring that up here. Stone Livingston is asking, will these statistics adjust to your readiness to take the new exam coming out in 2021. So this is always looking back, okay? We do have the exam simulator 6.1. This is the 6.0, the current one, the one for next year, we call it 6.1. That one is coming out next month in October. And obviously, we don't have any statistics yet, right? Nobody has taken the 2021 exam. So I cannot tell you yet where you are, right? All these numbers here, they're all zero because nobody has taken next year's exam. It usually takes about 4 to 7 months until these numbers start to make sense, and these numbers, are actually accurate. But what we also know that from 5.0, so PMBOK Guide 5th edition to 6th edition and 6th edition, so the numbers were roughly the same. Okay, so if I go into the old 5th edition, you will see roughly the same numbers. So the difficulty level of our questions is always such that between 75 and 80%, you're good to go. Even with the new exam for next year, I can already predict that, based on past experience here. There you go. I hope that answers your question there, Stone. Let me see that. Another one from Quasin Abbas. Old pattern exam is valid up to which date? The exam changes on January 2nd of next year. So my recommendation is plan on passing your exam before the end of the year. All right, let me close this tab and let me quickly give you sort of a high-level overview of the exam simulator. Right now, this is my demo user. Demo user has access to free exams and also the premium exams. As you can see, we have 7 exams here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These exams are all designed to represent the real PMP exam with a high level of accuracy. So it's not like exam 1 is easiest and exam 7 is hardest. They're all very close to the real PMP exam. Exam 8, ITTOs only, inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs from the PMBOK guide. Some students still want to take this exam. That's why we offer it. In my personal point of view, it's a bit outdated. So, you don't really have to do that. But what most people miss is this down here, the timed and learning quizzes, right? So all of these exams up here, exam 1 to 8, 200 questions, 4 hours. But what if you're taking a quick, I have a 15-minute during lunchtime. I want to take only a few exams. What do? Well, you go to the timed and learning quizzes down here. Click on that. Opens up a timed and learning quiz. And now you can select saying, how many questions do I have? Random, include all questions. Okay, I want to take 10 questions, but I only want to take 10 questions from the integration management area. And I only want to see questions that are unanswered, right? So this is it. Only questions from integration that I have never answered before. Okay, start. Now the system goes through the bank of 1,800 questions and selects 10 questions for me. And I now have 12 minutes to answer these 10 questions. And now it's really simple. Read the question in the gray box. Make your selection at the bottom. There we go. And hit next. Read your question in the gray box. Make your selection in the bottom and hit next. Read your question and go, you know what? A is definitely wrong. Right click and it's strike through. So you can see, that's definitely wrong. D is also wrong. There we go. Strike out. And then it's between B and C. Could be B, could be C. I'm not 100% sure. I'll select C, but I'm also going to hit the mark button there at the top right. And now this question is marked so I can come back for later review. And you hit next. Okay. And in this way, you would simply work your way through all the 10 questions. In the end, you click on End Exam. The system now is telling me, hey, careful, you have questions that are unanswered. You have marked questions. Are you sure you want to end? Yes. This is a demo. Of course, I want to end. And at the end of the demo, you will then receive this exam report, which sort of mimics what you will get from PMI. Oh, look at that. My random questions, totally wrong. Should have selected B here. See, I said, should have selected B. All right. Now my question is this. Why is it B? Why not C? Click on the gray button there for question 3. This takes you to the question review screen, and you can now look at this and see, okay, this is why generally this was wrong. And then also for each of the answer choices, we have clear explanations that say why it is incorrect. Okay, so you'll not only learn why a question is correct, more importantly, you will learn why your choice was incorrect. Very important thing to have. So I'll go back to results. There we go. We're going to close this window. All right, let me see if I have any other question. The question here, I want to simulate for just a month. Can you offer a discount fee? No, we cannot. The exam simulator is only available at the basic for 90 days. So that's the minimum that we sell. But back here, one of the next things I'm going to be talking about is the coupon for September. Oh, we've already talked about this one. This was the ATP right there. And we're currently talking about this one, the exam simulator. But so keep watching. There is a coupon coming up. There we go. How similar is the simulator features to the actual exam? The features are similar. Okay, so the right click to strike through, that is available on the real exam. It's just different. On the real exam, I believe you have to highlight the thing, and then you have to click a button or click a checkbox to strike out, or something like that. So it's just the way you apply the feature is different. Okay, so we offer very similar features, but different usage. Okay, there is, I believe, a tutorial before the real exam that shows you how to do things and how to do that. Next question, how many PrepCast simulator full tests do I need to complete to get ready for the exam? Again, you can't just say, oh, I've taken 4 exams, I'm ready. Okay, after you should take at least 3. That's my recommendation at the minimum. You go through exam 1, 2, or 3, or 4, 5, 6, whichever ones. Remember, it doesn't matter. They're all the same in terms of difficulty. But once you have done 3, go into My Statistics and compare your percentage to the feedback from the exam. That's the only way you can tell. If you have taken 7 exams and on average you have 40% correct, you're not ready to take the exam. If you've taken 3 exams and on average you are at 85%, you're ready for the exam. That's the way to determine it, not how many exams do I have to take. Okay. Could you explain about the whiteboard in the real exam? All right, so I see this is going to take a little while here. You've got tons of questions there. So in the past, when you went and took an exam from PMI, you were given a pen and a piece of paper, and you could write things down, okay? With the new online exam, PMI has changed that. You now have an on-screen whiteboard. If you are on a Windows machine, you know what MS Paint looks like. Paint, so let's bring this up. Paint. So this is roughly, wait, wrong. It opened up on the wrong screen, obviously. So this is roughly what it looks like, right? And don't quote me on this, but generally speaking, you know, this is it. So, you know, you can draw, you can type, you can write, but this is the way it works. So on a high level, you know, that's the way the new whiteboard feature works. All right. Next question. Can I appear in December 2020 for the exam based on old pattern? Yes, the exam changes on the 2nd of January next year. So until December 31st, you can take the old exam. And starting January next year, you can no longer take the old exam. So that it's old until December 31st, new starting January 1st. No exceptions whatsoever. How many times can we take a mock exam? Per mock exam, how many times can we take it? Okay, so this is a really easy to answer question. The question is, how many times can I take exam 1? As many times as you like within the 90 days of your subscription, okay? But don't do that. Take exam 1, then take exam 2, then take exam 3, then take exam 4. Remember, if you take exam 1, and then you take it again, and then you take it again, and then you take it again, you will just remember what the correct answers are. That's not the point. How many times can you take the same PMP exam? Once. So take each exam only once, then move on to the next one. And only when you are done with exam 7 here, retake a previous exam, right? You do not want to repeat. You do not want to memorize your answers right there. Okay. Next one. I'm planning to start my PMP. How do I start on my preparation and how to train for the test? All right. Here I can help you out with a quick link right there. Let's go to PrepCast. Wait, prepcast.com. Here we go. Because we do have a series of articles right here in the articles menu, and it is called, which one? The PMP study guide, the first one right here. This is creating your PMP study guide, the study plan, the complete guide. So let me throw this into the comments here. This is it. There we are. This is the link where you can learn more about the study guide. All right, and this is actually a good segue because the next thing that I would like to talk about is the PrepCast training right there. Okay, so PM PrepCast training. Let me take that off. PM PrepCast exam prep for the 2020 exam. So for that, I'm going to go back to the exam simulator. I'm going to go back to the welcome page. And I'm going to go over to the PrepCast video lesson. So until the end of the year, you will be able to use the PrepCast video lessons to prepare yourself for the PMP exam for the 2020 PMP exam. Next year is a completely different story, and I don't really want to get into that. So what is the PrepCast? The PrepCast is a series of recorded video lessons very closely aligned to this book here, which you probably have, the PMBOK guide. There we go. Okay. So very closely aligned to that. If you read the PMBOK guide and look at the PrepCast lessons at the same time, you will be able to pass the exam. I am pretty sure, because about 60,000 people have done it before you. So we have quite some experience here. Let me see. This here is, right, I got to make this a little smaller now, right there. Maybe go full screen, take my picture off here so you can see this. All right. So as you can see here, these are the modules that we have. There are a total of over 200 items in the PrepCast. And what we've got here, let me just open one up. We're going to project integration management. And in project integration management, we're looking at part 1 of project integration management overview. This is a lesson here. So let me just go here down on mute. I don't think you'll hear this, but I'm just gonna, there we go. There we are. So this is a PrepCast video lesson. This particular lesson here is 26 minutes in duration. It is about project integration management overview. Very engaging. The unfortunate bit is you're going to have to listen to my voice for 26 minutes. If that's a problem for you, then I apologize. So yeah, these lessons take you step by step from start to finish and give you all the knowledge that you need in order to prepare for your PMP exam. All right, there's really not all that much to say anymore. Let's see, except you're also able to actually download these to your phone. So if you have an Android phone or an iPhone or an iPad or a tablet, you get the ability to download all of these video lessons to your phone. So when you're in the bus in the morning and you're commuting to work, if you still commute to work, then you can spend the 30 minutes on the bus watching another lesson and get ready for the exam. All right, let's see. Any more comments? Any more questions? How do you handle the brain dump sheet? You can't write anything down. Exactly. You are absolutely right. So let me show you an article that I wrote, Brain Dump Secret. It's called The Secret of the Brain Dump. Let's see if it finds the secret of creating your brain dump. Okay. And item number 4 here is the secret of the brain dump. Let me make this bigger. Okay. The secret is you will accelerate your studies. So my recommendation is still the same. Do create your own brain dump as a study tool. Okay, not necessarily. Wait, you can't read this anymore. There we go. Not necessarily as a means of sitting down before the exam and dumping what's in your brain, but use it as a study tool. Okay. Maybe for you, the earned value formulas are really difficult. Well, put them onto your brain dump sheet and study the brain dump sheet every single day. But don't expect to dump it during the exam. The idea is that for the 3 to 4 weeks leading up to your exam, you dump everything onto that brain dump sheet every single day, multiple times, so that by the time the exam comes around, you're just going to go, yeah, planned value is, right? Whatever the formula is, you know it by heart, okay? Because you've done it so many times already. Okay. I already joined. There we go. Malasvari writes, I already joined the Elite Plus course and paid 3. Is there any possibility to join the October live blended PMP training course for the discounted price? So, Marty, this is 2 topics from now, okay? Because first, I want to talk about the coupon, but we are coming back to you, okay? I promise you. All right. Hopefully, I will still find you there. All right. So let's move on to the discount coupon that I promised. Okay, so this is our discount coupon page. Where are we? There we go. So on projectmanagementprepcast.com/discount coupon. Let me send that to everybody. There we go. All right. This page here contains our discount coupon. Click here on the orange button, takes you straight down. This is extremely big right there for right now. There we go. At this point, we offer 3 coupons. We offer a coupon for the PM PrepCast Elite Plus. You'll get 10% off. The PrepCast Elite, that's the basic. That's that's the Elite is training and simulator. You can get that also at 10% off. And we also offer a discount coupon for 10% just on the exam simulator. So no matter which of these 3 products you want to buy in September, it's good until the 30th of December, so another 8 days, you can use any of these coupon codes to get a discount on the appropriate product. Now, if you say, I just bought it yesterday, okay, write to support. Our policy is that if you write to us within 3 days of learning, there would have been a coupon, we will be happy to refund that $37 to you in case you purchased the Elite Plus. But if it's 4 days or more, then I'm sorry, we have to have a cutoff date, and our cutoff date is 3 days. All right. Yeah, so that is the discount coupon. Let's see. Any other questions? There is Kusai, who says, hi, Cornelius. Hi, Kusai. Nice to meet you. Let's take a look. We have another question here about the exam simulator. I have tried the first 6 exams. The latest looks harder. 70, 71. What should I do to improve my score in your exams? Okay, so this takes us back to the exam simulator. And the answer there is really quite easy. What should you be doing? Let me go back to the exam simulator and show you. Okay, so got to go back to the PMP exam simulator. Okay, and down here I have the most recent results that I have. I'm just going to be opening up this learning quiz that I did. So this is the exam report from the learning quiz that I did back then. Okay, so what you want to look at is this here. The total time for this exam was 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, that was only a demo. I was just showing somebody how to use the exam simulator. Under normal circumstances, for you, it'll say here, it took you 3 hours and 22 minutes to do this. Okay, so what I want you to do is, I want you to spend I want you to spend at least the same amount in reviewing your questions. Okay, you spend 3 hours and 22 minutes taking the exam, you need to spend at least 3 hours and 22 minutes reviewing the exam. So go down to your questions, and every single question where you had something incorrect, every single question where you had it marked, and every single question where you remember, I was just guessing, I didn't know the answer, I was just lucky. You need to review those questions in detail. So again, open it up, understand why your answer was incorrect, read the explanation, read the per choice explanation, even go to the PMBOK guide, page 275, read up on it. You need to understand why you answered incorrectly, so that if a similar question pops up on your real exam, you're not going to make the same mistake. Okay, so that's my recommendation there for you. Okay. And yeah, let's go back to the discount coupon here. Once again, the page, oh wait, where is the discount coupon? I have too many tabs open. The page is pmprepcast.com/discount coupon. And you can get it there. I've seen a number of questions coming in. I would really only like the exam simulator for 30 days. I'm sorry, that is simply not possible. The minimum that you have to purchase it for is for 90 days at $139. We do not offer the simulator for 30 days only. Okay. All right. And then that was that. And now we are coming to the October class right there. So let me switch up banners here. Where are we? This is all about the instructor-led PMP prep course that we have in October right here. And wait, let me go back. There was that comment. Oh, do I find it again? Do I find it again? Yeah. I have to admit, I don't find it anymore. Somebody asked, I've already purchased the Elite Plus, and I would like to know if I can get a discount there. Yeah, the answer is yes. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't find your comment anymore. There are so many comments that have come in that I can't see it any longer. Okay, so the course here, let me just scroll down and explain and answer that question first. The course is currently $999 until September 28th, after which it is $1,199. But some of you may already have purchased one or two of our products. Maybe you purchased the Elite Plus here. Maybe you already have the Elite. Maybe you have the exam simulator. We don't want you to pay double, right? Because these products are part of this. So when you buy the access, there's coaching, 8 online sessions. You have the PrepCast in there. You have the 90-day to the exam simulator. You have the coaching books. You have the formula guide. So there's a lot in here that you may already have paid for. Yeah, we don't want you to pay double. Okay. So if you have that situation, just write to support at pmprepcast.com. Again, let me type that in for you. Support at pmprepcast.com if you need a discount for the October class because you purchased something already. So there you go. So yes, did that go? Yes, looks like it goes. So if you already purchased a product from us before that's included as part of this course, yes, just let us know and we will give you a discount coupon so that you don't have to pay full price. This also works after the fact, right? So if you're realizing on next Tuesday when this changes to 1199, right, you say, you know what, I can't wait for it. I want to buy it right now at the cheaper price. Then buy it at the cheaper price, write to us and say, hey, I've had to buy it because it changes. Can I still, I've already got the Elite Plus. What can you do for me? And we will, refund that extra payment back to you. But the preferred method is write to us ahead of time so that we can give you a discount coupon. So you don't pay the full price. All right. So what is this class all about that we have in October? This is a blended PMP training course. Blended means that you will be using primarily the PrepCast training lessons that I have shown you just a moment ago. So during the week, there will be 2 live sessions. Let me scroll down to that. Wait, where are we? Here. There we go. So there are 8 session dates for this course. It starts on Monday, October the 5th, and then Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday. That's when you will have 2 hours with the group, with the instructor online to help you go through the materials. But as you can tell, it's only 2 hours each session. There is not enough time to teach you everything during these sessions. These sessions are intended for review, answering questions that you may have, and going over the most important topics one more time. Because, like I said, between Monday and Friday, you will get homework, and the instructor will tell you which lessons of the PrepCast to watch. Let me scroll down here. Let me go to the session content. So as you can see here, we have laid this out for every single session. What are we talking about in each session? And what is your homework? Right there. So between session 1 and session 2, this one is on Monday, this one is on Friday here, you are going to have to watch all of these lessons, read the PMBOK guide, these lessons, and look also at the study coach guidebooks. That is a lot of work. So from Monday to Friday, expect 6 to 8 hours of homework. So on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evening, you're going to have to spend 1.5 to 2 hours every evening going through the homework, watching the lessons, reading the PMBOK guide. So this is a very intensive course that will take you from start to finish in 8 weeks, with the main instructional focus being on you're watching the PrepCast lessons and you're studying the PMBOK guide with the instructor taking care of you twice a week. Who's the instructor? Your instructor is this lovely lady here. This is Antje Lehmann-Benz. Have you ever heard the name Oliver Lehmann? Check out Oliver Lehmann. He has the most difficult questions for the PMP exam out there available on the internet. Okay, this is his daughter Antje, and she has struck out on her own. She is now her own company, and she teaches PMP, PMI, ACP, disciplined agile. She also does, I think, product ownership classes. So she has a lot of experience when it comes to the PMP exam. So she will take you through this whole course. You are in excellent hands with her. Let me check if there are any questions. Oh, look at that. There she is. Hi, all. Instructor is looking forward, and she's even wearing a mask. Hello, Antje. I had no idea that you would be joining our course today. All right. That is, or our meeting here today. So nice to see you. I'm waiting for a response. Okay. Maleswari, if you have sent a email to our support team and you're still waiting for a response, there is a 99.9% chance that we responded and you did not get our response. Okay, that is just based on 10 years of running the help desk. 99% of times it is landed somewhere in a spam filter. Okay, so check your spam filter, reach out again. In most cases, our support team responds within 24 to 36 hours, and you should have a response from us. Okay. The course is 4 weeks and not 8 weeks. Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan is a colleague of mine. He works for us. He just reminded me that the course is 4 weeks in duration. It's 8 sessions in 4 weeks. So there are 2 sessions in week 1, 2 sessions in week 2, and so on, for a total of 8 sessions in 4 weeks. Thank you, Cornelius. You are welcome, Antje. Happy. Okay. And Ahmed, you've been asked, could you contact me? There for Jonathan. All right. I have 90 days simulator access already. Okay. That would be probably this question here that Jonathan will work with Ahmed on directly. When will the new exam be available via the simulator? Next month in October, we will be launching the new exam simulator in October. So right now, the exam simulator, we call it 6.0 because it's based on the PMBOK guide, 6th edition, and the new exam starting January is also based on the PMBOK guide 6th edition, but it's the next version. So 6.0 is right now, 6.1, excuse me, that is the new version of the exam simulator that is coming out next month. All right, there we go. Next question. Would it be considered unethical to say two persons studying together wish to share the cost of purchase a 90-day subscription? Yes. Quite so. The exam simulator is a single user license. You may not share it, you may not sell it. It is just like any other course that you take. You attend the course and you can't bring your friend along and go, well, but I paid and he's just sitting in. No, that doesn't work. So this is a single user license, one license per person. Will there be an increase in the cost of the simulator? So what I can already tell you is there will be an increase in the question numbers. Okay. Currently, we have 1,800 questions in the simulator. 6.0, the current one, the new one will have 2,100 questions for the new 2021 exam. We have not yet decided on the price. So I can answer the question, will there be more questions in the simulator? Yes. Will it cost more? Don't know, because we haven't made that decision yet. All right. I don't see any more questions right now. Jonathan says, looking into this right now. I don't know what he's looking into, but obviously he is looking into it. Will the new version suffice current module? Okay, I am not quite sure what that means. Let me try to interpret it. If I take the current training or current exam simulator, will that be enough for the 2021 exam? A lot of it is going to be the same. So just because PMI changes the PMP exam doesn't mean project management is changing, right? It's still all based on the PMBOK Guide 6th edition here, okay? So if you know the PMBOK Guide 6th edition and you understand situational questions, and you also have a good understanding of Agile, one moment, because you're going to be needing the Agile practice guide as well. Excuse me, let me go grab this one. It's over here. So for 2021, this here, the Agile practice guide, is also important for you to know. So if you are studying in 2020 and you cannot take the exam this year and you have to take it in 2021, you may have to update yourself in regard to some new terminology. You definitely have to study the Agile practice guide and know about Agile, because 50% of the 2021 exam will be about Agile. But generally speaking, what you're studying this year, it's not lost, okay? It is a very solid basis for the 2020 exam. There we go. I have purchased the simulator and it is excellent. Should I purchase the class as well? Well, from my perspective, I'm saying, of course you should. But frankly, this is something that you're going to have to decide for yourself. So first of all, this is a very intensive class, right? Let me remind you, this is 4 weeks of 6 to 8 hours of homework in between the sessions, right? Are you able to commit to that? Okay. Second question, how do you personally feel? Have you studied enough? Do you feel ready for the PMP exam? Or do you think, you know what, I need help? Then this class will take you there. But if you yourself, you go, you know what, I've already taken 3 exams. I'm at 85% in the exam simulator. Go take the exam. Go ahead. You're ready. But if you have taken a few exams, you're very low, you haven't really studied much, yes, this class will definitely help you. Okay. Does each practice exam have their own unique questions, repeating questions within the next exam? Yes. So this is indeed the case. Exam 1 has 200 questions. Exam 2 has 200 different questions. Exam 3 has 200 different questions again. So it's 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400 questions in exam 1 to 7, and then 200 more in exam 8. But the timed and learning quizzes, that's the same. So if you take a timed and learning quiz, it pulls from the same pool. We only have 1,600 questions in the simulator, and if you take 10 learning quizzes and then you take exam 1, you will see similar questions again because you've already taken learning quizzes. Okay. All right. What's next? Are the current PrepCast questions the question of the exam 1-to-1? They are very close to it. So we are being told by our students, and I just read this yesterday on Reddit, that our questions may be a little bit harder than the real exam. The real exam questions may be a little bit shorter, and the real exam questions are a lot more vague. Okay, you read through the questions and you're kind of like not 100% sure, what are they asking? What is the exam scenario? So we had to find a good balance, because if our questions are extremely vague, students will complain and go, how should I know this? This is too vague. This is your questions are not good. They're too vague. Okay, then they go take the real exam and they see, oh my God, the questions on the exam are really vague. Okay, so we had to strike the right balance of vagueness and still being very helpful for the exam and stopping students complaining that your questions are too vague. Okay, so that has been an important thing for us to do. Okay. Oh, that was somebody else here. Can you please explain what did you mean by single user license? No, they cannot. That's exactly what single user license is. Single user means you buy the exam simulator in your name, Anindya Saha, and that's who is the only person allowed to use the exam simulator. You may not give the exam simulator to somebody else in your name. They have to buy and pay for their own license. Okay. Are there 1,600 or 1,800 questions? Did I sometimes say 1,600 and sometimes 1,800? Let's find out together. Let's go to pmexamsimulator.com. Okay, I think it's 1,600. I may have, let's go to the features here and scroll down to the features table. So how many do we have? 1,600 plus. It's actually 1,610 because I think exam 8 has 210 questions. So I apologize. It is 1,600 questions, not 1,800 questions. I know why I did that. It's 8 exams, 1,800 questions. All right. So it's 8 exams, 1,600 questions. That is the correct number. Thank you, Gaurav, for finding that mistake there. All right. Specifically on PMP exam, and how is it broken into 2 parts? Yes. Okay. So because PMI now allows you to take the PMP exam from home, it's very hard to sit in your chair for 4 hours and not go to the bathroom. So what PMI did is they have split the PMP exam into 2 parts at the moment. Part 1 is 90 questions long, 90 questions long. So you take the first 90 questions and then you say submit 90 questions. Then you get a 10-minute break. And then part 2 is another 110 questions on the exam. While you take the 90 questions, you cannot look forward to the 110 that are coming in part 2. And when you're doing the 110, you cannot go back and change the 90 previous ones. What they want to avoid is this. They want to avoid people, having to sit there and have to go to the bathroom and can't go to the bathroom, okay? And they also want to avoid people when they go to the bathroom to pick up the PMBOK guide and say, hey, I know where to find answer to question 17. I'm just going to look this up while I'm in the break. Well, they don't want you to do that. So while you're doing the 90 questions, you don't see the 110, and part 2, when you're there in the 110, you can't go back and make any changes. How can we write on the whiteboard by pen, keyboard, touchpad, finger? Thanks. Well, you will be sitting at a real computer with a keyboard and a mouse. that's what you have available. All right. So you can, I believe Pearson VUE has a demo of the whiteboard. I don't have the link for that on the top of my head, sorry. So you can go to Pearson VUE and you can try that out. All right. Let's see. Diego has a question. I prepared with many resources, but being PrepCast Simulator was really the best help for after reading of the theory, of course. Thank you, Diego. That's very kind of you. All right. Will the questions increase for the new exam? Are you asking, will there be more questions in 2021 on the real exam? No. So the exam will continue to be 4 hours in duration with 200 questions, okay? Except today, 4 hours, 200 questions, everything is waterfall-based, plan-driven approaches. In 2021, 4 hours, 200 questions, 50% of the questions will be on plan-driven approaches, and 50% will be on agile or hybrid approaches. Okay. If I write the exam in Pearson Center, can I use pen and paper? No, you can't. They do not want people at the Pearson VUE Center to have any kind of advantage. You have to use the whiteboard no matter whether you take it at the center or at home. Okay. There we go. Dria Jin, I endorse Diego's review. Thank you, Dria. Very kind of you. I guess I'm asking if to add more questions. So, yes. Okay, so Kerry, yes. So 1,600 questions today, 2,100 questions in the new exam simulator. That is coming next month. If I purchase the simulator, can I get the new version? Yeah. If you buy it in November, you can get the new version because we're launching the new version 6.1 in October of this year. Where are we with time? It's already 51. Oh my God, this was supposed to be 30 minutes in duration, folks, but you have so many questions. Is second attempt on real exam harder than the first attempt on both? Could be same level of difficulty. I am 199% certain that it doesn't matter if you take the PMP exam once, twice, 3 times, or 300 times. The difficulty level is exactly the same because that would be ethically wrong if they gave you a harder or an easier exam for your second, third, etc. attempt. So no matter when and how many times you take the PMP exam, it is intended to have the same difficulty level each time. All right. Kerry says thank you. And that's what I'm going to be doing as well right now. So thank you very much, everybody, for your participation here. Let me go back to the most important page that we want to show. Nope, not that one. This one right here. Okay. So thank you, everybody, for the wonderful questions that you have. I know I didn't get to everybody here, but I also know that my colleagues are here with us on the live stream and that they are trying to answer as many questions as they possibly can live. We will go through the comments. We will answer as many questions as we can after the fact. But for right now, let me just remind you, if you are currently preparing for your PMP exam and you want to really speed up your studies, then please do consider joining the live PMP class that we have here. There we go. I'm going to give you that link one more time. Please do consider joining the live PMP class that we have right here and join us on that with Antje Lehmann, who, for whatever reason, also decided to join us today. It was very nice. And she is looking forward to getting you through this course and getting you exam ready. All right, everybody. As always, until next time.